Hello everyone, and today I'm doing the double feature 2 videos, of course, to make up for my complete laziness from last week, which I forgot to make my review of last week's review of Hannibal. So here it is of the third episode, the third or fourth? No, it's the fourth episode. And then later I'll do my review on the 5th episode, which is originally this week's episode, but this is talking about last week's episode. And I'm gonna say that this is actually probably I really do like this episode. Like, as always, I love the episode, I love the show, always. And of course, everything is just great. The directing, the editing, the dialogue, everything just seems wonderful. But it's always about the structure and how it goes. That's what's always going to be focused on, and I love this episode because of that. I love that they keep. It's not like I love the idea of a bunch of these people from the past of the first 2 seasons. It's almost like it sees its past and like what happened in the finale of the 2nd season. And the 1st season of what has been happening to certain characters to see if they survive through or not. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a character you see in the 2nd season that you suppose was dead, who was shot through a stain through glass. But you thought the character would have died, but no, he didn't die, and it's like, oh wow. And it gives it such a clever turn of events, which I understand could be not. Which I can understand why that would be not smart, because it kind of shows in ways how these certain characters survived the finale of season 2. Which, if anything, it may actually take away the effective nature of seeing a 2nd season's finale. If you watch it again, you may be like, well, you kind of feel cheated, but you can understand why they were doing that. It's like, what? No, that takes away the authentic feel of the 2nd season. I'm just like, you want Will Graham surviving, I understand. Jack Crawford, okay, I understand also. But it's like, it's not Abigail Hobbs, but the other girl, I forgot her name, I do apologize. The woman who did have a relationship with Hannibal in the 2nd season, like, you see how she survives and see what she is doing. I'm just like, no, I think it's to make everyone, like, he supposedly attacked and supposedly killed that he thought. I think it would have been more effective if he did have that one justice killed. And I think it would have been appropriate if it was her, because she was the only one of them to get so intimate with him. To get so intimate with Hannibal. Yes. You would say Will Graham very much trusted him, but he's not the one who fucked Hannibal. Literally, I'm sorry, that came out very weird, but yes, there's a scene in, there's a moment in the 2nd season where the girl, quickly search it out, hopefully. Hannibal, H-A-N-N-A-B. Yeah, Dr. Alana Bloom's character, that's it, played by Caroline Harris. Alana Bloom's character, I just wish she would have stayed dead. For someone who literally gets so physically intimate and just trusts so much, I think her death would have been justifiable to keep her dead. The fact to keep her alive, I'm just like, okay, that kind of takes the authenticity from the finale of 2nd season a lot away from it. I'm just like, that kind of ruins the 2nd season ending for me in a way. I'm just like, come on, you should have left her alone, okay? Will Graham, Jack Crawford, I understand, okay? And the other person who you supposedly shot, who Abigail Hobbs shot through the stained field glass, like in the interrogation room. Hopefully I can find his character. Probably not. No. Shit. But his character lives. I've got his name. I'm sorry. But it's almost like this feel. But whatever, I understand keeping certain characters alive, but there's moments when you're just like, no, it's smarter to leave these characters alone. The ending that they got seemed justifiable. It seemed like the best conclusion to their characters. I feel like it's like, don't touch that. It's like, okay, franchise. It seems like they're already making some decisions that they will regret. I'm not saying it's a huge screw up, and I'm glad they're not making bigger mistakes. But it's kind of like, the point where you kind of bring back characters who you supposedly killed off. I have a problem with that. And you do see some old familiar faces, which, of course, you see someone you supposedly killed off. But I like how he brought this character back. It's that person who had that weird obsession with the pigs. Oh, no, not the pigs. It was... Yes. It was the pigs from the second season, and I think it was Hannibal or Will Graham or something like that pushed him into the pig pit, who ate his face or something, and that he was brought back, and he has like that weird fucked up little face thing that you would see from the movie Hannibal. Okay, it's not as grotesque as it looks as in that movie, because no, but I enjoyed seeing him in this movie, and how I forgot her name again. I'm sorry. Alana Bloom's character, she comes back and she interrogates and asks some questions. It seems like everyone who was done wrong from Hannibal's past comes together, talks about, in different scenarios of how they were done wrong by Hannibal, and it's alright. It's kind of like they're being catalysts. It's almost like their main progression of how they're going to catch Hannibal, because it's a very big leap for them. It's like they know what he's capable of. He's attempted to kill them before. He won't hesitate to do that again. And I feel that sense of danger now, going to the next episode, which I am going to review next, and that'll come out later today. But I love how it does really step up its own sense of thrill and danger, which for me is very exciting now. It's like all bets are off now. It's almost going to be like Game of Thrones, where any character could get killed off. And it shows that, I think it was in the second or third episode, it's like you supposedly think Abigail Hall survived. This episode is like, it's like, yeah, you thought she did, but unfortunately overall, she did not. Sorry. And it shows, I'm sorry, I haven't even had breakfast yet. My voice is so sore. It shows Jack Crawford's wife for a little bit. He's like, Jack Crawford, he survives. And he's just like, okay, I get to see my wife a couple of times. He's just like, but you see, unfortunately, unraveled to the point that his wife ultimately did pass away of what she had. I think it was leukemia or something. From the second season, when she asked Hannibal to enter her life, he's like, no, Jack Crawford would not apologize for that. He's like, would not apologize to me because I'm fucking that up. Sorry. Plus, it seems like Jack Crawford's wife, I keep goddamn forgetting her name. Shit. I'm sorry. It seems like in the second season, it's like she asked Hannibal to enter her life because she does not have the courage or the strength to do it herself. And Hannibal's just like, if I do that, Jack will not be happy with that. He's like, you killed my wife. He's like, no. My wife asked me to kill her because of certain reasons. And I'm just... It's really hard to say why, because I'm not the best speaker. But in the end, I really enjoyed this episode of Hannibal. It gave it a whole new level of thrill and sense of danger. Going to the next one. I'm very excited for that one, and that review will be up later, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed this review, everyone. I really hope you do, and stick around for later when I will review this week's episode of Hannibal. Till then, everyone, I'm out.